Okay, so today we're taking a look at the Kimura as a sort of a structural formation that you can use to manipulate him, to roll him. It's not just a finish. It actually can work him into position to finish him, as well as give you control of the arm without having to control the rest of his body. There have been some notable fighters and grapplers. One that comes to mind is Kazushi Sakuraba, who would, from the back bear hug, he would very calmly let people get a back bear hug on him, standing or on the mat, and then he would just sort of reach here, start to reach back and come under, and he would just wait. And he would just kind of look around like he was, you know, just kind of patiently waiting, and then suddenly he would just kind of break free. Boom, he'd turn into the guy, and inevitably the guy would roll, he would roll back. I won't do it to Joe's bad shoulder, but and end up from side control getting a Kimura. If you go back and look on, say, YouTube, I'm sure that the Sakuraba match against Royler Gracie, for example, was there, and that's what he did to him. But he did it to a lot of people. So the Kimura, like I said, is very unique as an arm formation. It's present in just about every wrestling and grappling tradition I've seen in some form or another. Some use it as a control, some use it as a finish. Okay, so what we looked at today are several things. I'm going to go through a couple of them. Where Joe is in my guard, and I'm actually baiting him to pass, all right? So he works his way back. I'm fighting it, but I really don't, let's say I don't mind him opening my guard. I move my hips out this way to bait him to pass this way. And since my knee is down, he's gonna pass over that leg. You know, he doesn't realize necessarily that I've sort of set the obvious way to pass right in front of him, and he's gonna go for that. So once his hand goes to my knee, I grab the wrist, and I actually let him come. As he comes around, that shoulder gets close to me, and I turn my shoulders and I reach past the arm and I grab my own wrist. So he's still pushing on my knee, but the problem is with your right hand, as soon as he's driving in on me, I can actually, either with his hand under his belly, I can bridge and send him over and come up and finish. Or what often happens, let's say he's passing on this side now, is his hand pops free. All right, and the pressure on his shoulder, if he settles his hips, he'll tap right there. But to relieve the pressure, he'll roll with it, and I'll follow him over and either get it from side, or I'll step up, or I'll trap his head from north and south, or I'll follow up to the cross arm lock from there. Because the other thing about the Kimura as a formation on the arm is it allows you to pull, and this arm coming through is hooking his arm, pulling it inside your legs if you want to follow up to a cross arm lock. So it structurally agrees very well with the cross arm lock. And you can pretty much set up cross arm locks from Kimura positions everywhere. Okay, so one other thing we looked at is where I have Joe here. Joe is actually turtling up, and I'll go to the other side because this is your better shoulder. So from here, he's turtling up, and I'm trying to either work an arm in here, getting ready to back mount, but what he does not suspect is that I'm going to Kimura this far arm to turn him over. All right, I'm going to get that sort of key lock position. So I reach across. This hand will either go here or here in working from this position. I go across and grab his wrist and grab my own wrist. All right, now once I've got that, I'm going to walk around his head, and then I'm going to sit out. Sit out to here and turn into him and drive him. And as this hand goes behind his back, he rolls. And I cover his head so he doesn't roll completely out of it. Incidentally, back again, if he did roll out of it, another interesting thing happens, which I did not show earlier. I'm here, all right, keep your arm in. He's protecting it. So I come around his head, all right, and I sit out. And if as he rolls, I fail to catch his head like that, I bring my knee under. Go ahead and sit up, like you're rolling out again. I come up behind him, and now I've got the arm lock anyway. So what can happen is, as I make the move around his head, from here to here, coming around, I'm actually going to sit out. Wait. Ideally, he's fighting it. So as I drive this across, I'm close to him, and I trap him. I'm already covering his chest as soon as he goes down. But some people are really quick in ducking and rolling out of things. So, when we're here again, I can be here, I come around, as soon as I sit out, put that pressure, he rolls, and so I follow him right to here, and now I still get the arm lock because the formation of the arm was still intact.